2004 on a 54 Rover 75. This is an 1800 petrol 5-speed manual. This car only shows 27,024 miles on the mileometer there. 27,000 miles on the clock on this one. Surely good value for money in this condition, that's for sure. Lovely dark green with the grey charcoal cloth. Sunlight's gorgeous colour outside this one. Right, bodywork wise, we're going to start off the bonnet, work our way around the car onto the interior. We'll go for an engine start up. Nice and straight at the bonnet itself. Lovely and straight. There's a few little bird poo marks here and there in the paint that just want a little bit of a polish, I would think, in places. You can sort of see these little bird poo marks on the bonnet here and there. Not too bad at all. No dings or dents. A few little stone chips, but no heavy scratching at all. Headlights are crystal clear on the right, left-hand side there. Bumper corner, no scuffs on there at all. Got a tiny little scratch just by the side light indicator. A few little stone chips across the front edge there. A little mark by the right-hand side of the number plate there. Right-hand side bumper corner, crystal clear. Headlights lovely and clear. Grill's all intact. A few little stone chips and a little bit of a mark there next to the number plate, but that's all really to complain about. As we come up the driver's wing again, a few little stone chips on the front edge. Lovely and straight up the wing itself. As you go around the arch, there's no corrosion coming through there at all that I can see. Lovely and fresh there around that wheel arch there. The odd light scratch where it's been washed over the years, but you put your hand on that lip, lovely and tidy. It's obviously been well looked after on this mileage. Across the lower half of the sill section, all nice and green. No nasty black stone guard line halfway up the door or the sills there. The chrome trim's lovely and straight across the lower half. Lovely and tidy up the driver's door. A few little scratches around the handle there. And the odd little mark out the back edge. A few little stone chips, but that's all we need to complain about. No parking dings. No big scuffs or scrapes at all on that there. Wing mirror cap is unmarked and uncracked. Up onto the roof itself, lovely and straight across the roof again. Two little stone chip blebs there in the middle of the roof. And again, the odd another little stone chip there at the front. And the odd little bird poo tree sap marks here and there in the paint. Obviously been under a tree at some point. But again, a good polish, I would like to think, would square those away, in my opinion. A few little scratches there at the front of the rear door. And again, the odd little stone chip as you work your way down that driver's rear door. Nice and straight all the way down. As you come down, and again, a few little scratches around the handle on the driver's rear door. Onto the arch, the all-important rear arch there. You're not going to find one as clean as that. No rust at all coming through on that driver's rear arch. A few little scratches there as you work your way back. Lovely and tidy around the fuel filler cap, no heavy marking. The odd little mark on the cap itself. Rear bumper corner and bumper right-hand side, lovely and tidy. No big scuffs or scrapes on that bumper corner itself. Rear lights are lovely and clear. As we come across on the left-hand side again, no scuffs or scrapes across the back edge of the bumper corner there. A few slight heavier scratches where we've had things put in the boot over the years. All nice and tidy across the rear lights. Up onto the boot lid itself, nice and flat on the paint side of things. And the odd little heavier scratch here and there. Gorgeous colour this one. With a few little tree sap marks here and there on the boot. As we come down onto the left-hand side rear quarter, lovely and straight down the rear quarter itself. And around that rear arch, once again, no corrosion at all coming through the rear arch. Got a tiniest little bit of surface rust just on the bottom there in the corner, underneath the sill. But look at that, lovely and tidy all the way across there. No complaints as you come up onto the doors there. Lovely and tidy across that passenger rear door with a few little stone chips and light scratches here and there. No heavy scratching around the handle. Passenger front door, a few little stone chips there on the back edge, and down the door we've got a few little stone chips on the door itself. You can see those there. No heavy scratching around the handle on the passenger door, and again nice and tidy on the wing mirror cap. As you come down onto that front wheel arch again, no corrosion coming through on the paint side of things. Lovely and straight and tidy down that left hand side. Lovely and straight down the left hand side as well. Roof again from the left hand side, a few little bird poo marks here and there, and these little like sort of tree sappy marks here and there on the roof. Onto the interior now. Door card itself, nice and tidy, no rips or tears. Slightly typical Rover things where the cloth's just a little bit creasing on the cloth there. It's pretty standard on these Rovers, especially the MGs do it as well. The seat itself looks right for the year, looks right for the mileage in my opinion there. No real wear at all across the cloth seat. No complaints there. Nice and tidy across the dashboard with no cracking. All lovely and tidy on the wood, no delamination. The dials are nice and clear. As you come down the centre console, you'll see we've got aftermarket head unit fitted there. We have got an aftermarket head unit. I will say one thing, aircon's lovely and cold on this. Headlining's nice and tidy, but we're just starting to sag a little bit. Not too bad, but it is just starting to sag. Again, typical Rover sort of things that. Not too much wear at all to the armrest or the steering wheel. A little bit of grime on the wheel itself. Driver's rear, again, door card's lovely and tidy. No problems with the cloth there on the door card. Nice and tidy, no rips or tears. Nice dark carpet throughout. Rear seats are in lovely condition. Armrest folding down like it should. No real wear at all to that. It's not seeing much use. Neither of those back seats. I'll show you the headlining from the rear there. You can just see it on the corners. Into the boot. Nice and tidy in the boot. No rips or tears. A few little stains on the carpet itself. I will lift this up, but the handles are a bit dodgy on these. Spare wheels in there. Wheel brace and the 2i. Onto the left-hand side rear. Again, lovely and tidy on the door card. No sagging to the cloth. No wear at all to the armrest or around the grab handle or the window winder. And again, left-hand side rear seat. Lovely, clean and tidy on the rear seat there from the left-hand side. Onto the passenger front. Again, nice and tidy on the door card. No rips or tears. A little bit of creasing to the cloth there, but that's all we whinge about. And again, the seats showing the right wear for the year and the mileage. No real wear at all to that front left-hand side seat. No complaints about the dashboard there. All nice and tidy. Into the engine bay now. Lovely and tidy in this engine bay. Lovely and clean in there. No real complaints at all in there. All nice and clean and fresh in the engine bay. James has got a 5-litre light for us. No hesitation at all from that 1800 twin cam there, the 16 valve. Lovely and tidy. The battery has got a little bit of, the casing's got a little bit of a crack in it, and that's how picky you've got to be. That engine bay is lovely. Strut tops look good. Bottles are all nice and clean and tidy. All the aircon pipes are lovely and clear. Really nice and tidy in there. One of the cleanest engine bays I've seen for a while. And there you have it. The 54 plate Rover 75, 27,024 miles showing on the clock on this one. Lovely, lovely colours as well.